Harm sesame. There is the health damage caused by sesame that more than 300,000 Americans suffer from a sesame seed allergy, and they will likely end up in the emergency room. Sesame seeds contain a large percentage of vitamins and nutrients important to the health of the body, but excessive eating anything may cause a lot of damage, and according to Style Craze there is harm from eating more sesame seeds, and it contains a large number of vitamins, minerals and antioxidants besides some proteins and beneficial amino acids. 1. Increases weight and raises cholesterol in the blood because it contains a lot of fatty acids and natural oils. Eating excessively leads to the accumulation of fat in the body, especially the abdomen and buttocks. Rather, it raises the level of cholesterol in the blood, which leads to blockage of the arteries and blood vessels supplying the heart, and thus the occurrence of serious complications, including heart attacks, angina, and strokes. 2. Excessive intake of sesame seeds, which causes a rash and red spots on different places in the body. 3. Sesame damage to pregnant women. Many recent studies have indicated its negative effect on the mother during pregnancy, especially the first months, as it leads to muscle spasms in the abdomen and uterus, and thus affects the position of the fetus. 4. It may cause bleeding, which endangers the life of the mother and the fetus, and increases the rate of miscarriage or premature labor. In the period of menstruation, the girl should not take it too much, either in the form of pills or oil, to avoid bleeding. 5. Sesame damages the kidneys. Sesame causes health damage to the kidneys, as studies have shown that sesame affects the kidneys and leads to an imbalance in the secretion of enzymes, and matters get more complicated and problems occur in the kidneys, so doctors warn not to overeat sesame. Digestive disturbances occurred. 6. And whoever suffers from disorders of the intestine or problems in the digestive system in general, such as the problem of gas or chronic constipation, he must avoid consuming it because there are no serious complications. It may lead to a blockage in the gastrointestinal tract or colon or indigestion. 7. Throat infections and respiratory allergies. Among the most famous damages at all is the occurrence of infections or allergies in the respiratory system, especially for those who suffer from chronic asthma attacks. It causes a runny nose for those who suffer from infections in the tiny hairs lining the nose from the inside. 8. Sesame damage to colon. Until now, this information has not been proven correct or not, but some studies have indicated its negative effect on the digestive system, especially the colon. It increases the incidence of stomach or colon cancer and activates free radicals, and therefore it is preferable to take it very carefully and in limited quantities to avoid any of these previous damages. 9. In theory, sesame might lower blood pressure, and using sesame in medicinal amounts could drastically lower blood pressure in people who already have hypotension. 10. Harmful sesame on diabetics. The harm of sesame to diabetics is serious, as sesame may lower blood sugar levels in diabetics, so watch for signs of low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, and monitor blood sugar carefully if you have diabetes and use sesame in medicinal quantities.